Oh, kids, let's see what we got here. How many of you locally living here in Tennessee ever been to see Dolly Parton, a country singer? Y'all should stop by Serville. That's I had it on a video a while ago. That's Serville. Sevierville. Come visit her at Dollywood. She's got all kinds of places you can check out. Great Smoky Mountain, the aquarium that's on my front. Yeah, I should go see that aquarium. It's now all kinds of places. Dolly Parton grew up, as you know, in Sevierville, in the shallows of her beloved Smoky Mountains. She was appearing regular at WSEV radio in Sevierville before she was 10 years old. How many knew that? After graduating from Sevier Country High School in 1964, as you recall, Dolly Parton moved to Nashville to become famous, a statement that left many of her classmates laughing at her. See all kinds of things you can do. Check it out. Survey. So stop by Sevierville, Tennessee sometime and check out the aquarium, Dollywood Hotel, and everything else. God bless you, Dolly. Kenny Rogers, they had a duet on CD. Check it out at local retail stores, Best Buy. You can order it online. So for Dolly fans, Dolly free. Moving on, kids. Let's turn to bedtime favorites. See that right there? Based on Walt Disney movie. Fantasia, The Lion King, I'm gonna read tonight. I'm gonna read you tonight a serious adventure. And it's titled Peter Pan to the Rescue. See that? Based on Peter Pan the movie by Walt Disney. You go to your local library, being a strong library supporter, bookstore, and check it out. One day, Peter Pan and his friends were playing the Follow the Leader. As usual, Peter was the leader. Tinker Bell, the Lost Boys, and John and Michael and Wendy Darling were following home around their land. Before long, they came to a stream. Let's cross it the fun way, Peter suggested. He grabbed a rope, swung it out over the water, and landed on the other side. His friends followed until only John was left. Dolly ho! John cried, and he leaped for the rope. He missed it and fell into the stream. Splash. As Michael helped him out of the water, John grumbled, "Why does Peter always have to be in charge? Just once, I like to do things my way." John decided he wanted to show Peter how brave and clever he was. A little farther down the trail, he had an idea. "By love," he cried, "I've got it." "Got what?" asked Michael. John said, "You'll see." He took Michael's hand and took her as they slipped off into the pool. See him taking along with his brother? Look at that. John and Michael disguised themselves as pirates. Hope hopped in a small boat and began to row toward a pirate ship in the harbor. But it wasn't just any ship, it was Captain Hook's. He and Peter were sworn enemies. As you see the Walt Disney movie, you understand. "Where are we going?" asked Michael, the spy on Captain Hook. John said excited, "We'll take that information back to Peter." As the boys reached Hook's ship, they heard a noise. "Tick-tock." "What's that?" asked Michael. "It's just then a pair of beady eyes poked up out of the water. It was the crocodile. Once he swallowed an alarm clock, and now he has always made a ticking sound." You know in the movie why the crocodile was making a tick-tock sound? "Be careful, John warned. John Michael climbed over the side of the ship carefully. John spotted 2 mops and a bucket. He whispered to his brother, "Pretend you're washing the deck." A moment later, Smee, the first mate, came around the corner. "Ahoy, matey," he called. "Can't say I remember you, but whoever you are, you're doing a fine job." He's about to pretend they're washing the deck on the ship. When someone was gone, John turned to Michael and said, "Come on, we've got some spying to do. I'm going to look for a hook." He found a telescope and climbed up the rigging. Smee walked by again. "Do you see anything?" he asked. "A storm, actually," John blurted out. "I should tell the captain," Smee replied. He hurried off. John turned to Michael. "This is perfect. He'll lead us right to Captain Hook." They followed Smee at a safe distance and saw him enter a cabin. Then watch. "I'll be right back," John whispered to his brother. When John peered through his porthole of the cabin, he saw Captain Hook. Unfortunately, the pirate also saw him. Unlike Smee, Hook could tell that John was not a real pirate. "Spies," thundered Hook. "Get them, Smee. We're doomed," Michael cried. "Not necessarily," said John. The first mate came stealing out of the cabin when he saw the boys. He said, "Oh, it's you." "Indeed it is," said John. "We've been checking the safety of the captain's quarters, and I must say that we're shocked. Why spies could look through the porthole is easy idea. You see him? Look at that. Captain Hook and Smee. Kids. Trying to look at what the kids are doing. You see that?" Smee led the boys inside. "What's the meaning of this?" Captain Hook demanded. The first mate stammered. They said they were checking on your safety, sir. And I must say they are hard workers. Just as I saw them swabbling the deck and standing out looking up. The captain looked at John straight in the eye. "Yes," he agreed. "I think they're doing a fine job. After all, with the attack only 3 days away, security is more important than ever." "Attack," said John. Hook said, "Yes, on Peter Pan's hideout." He turned to his first mate. "Release them, Smee. We've got work to do." As soon as the boys were outside, John whispered to Michael, "We have to warn Peter quickly." They climbed over the side of the ship and began rowing toward shore. Captain Hook laughed as he watched through his telescope. "They led us through straight to the pan," he said. Smee straightened his glasses and looked at Hook. "You mean they're really spies?" "We're spies, of course," the pirates replied. "They're some of Pan's little friends. They don't know it yet, but now they're working for us." A short time later, John and Michael reached the shore. "My plan worked," John replied. John cried, "Wait till Peter hears." "Uh-oh," Michael said. "I hear ticking, like a clock, like a clock in a crocodile, like a clock in a crocodile that follows Captain Hook." The boys looked at each other. "Hook," they said. "Run." They scrambled up a hill with John leading the way. When John reached the top, he called this way, "Michael," but there was no one. "See Smee and Hook, Captain Hook looking for him?" "Look at that, kid. They can't find them. That's me in there. They're all looking for him. Where did they go?" "Michael," John said, looking over his shoulder. Captain Hook was standing at the bottom of the hill. Beside him, 2 pirates had Michael in their clutches. "Keep going, John," cried Michael. "Don't stop." A few minutes later, John burst into Peter. "Hi, come quick," he yelled. Peter and Wendy and others gathered around him. John told them what happened to Michael and that Hook was planning to attack. Peter shook his head. "If Hook knew where I lived, why would he have followed you?" "I think it was a trick. He knew Michael and I weren't pirates," asked John. "I'm afraid so," Peter said. John groaned. "I made a terrible mess of things." "Will you help?" "Sure, I've got a plan," Peter replied. "Let's go." So they're all getting together, trying to figure out what to do. What's that? "Oh, on the pirate ship, me tied Michael onto a chair while Hook tried to find out where the secret entrance to Peter's hideout was. Just then they heard a girl's voice, said Captain Hook. It was Wendy. She was standing on the ship's plank. "Watch the boys, me," Hook said. "I'll be right back." As soon as Hook was gone, John looked into the porthole. "Not you again." "I'll be right back." As soon as Hook was gone, John looked in the porthole again. "Not you again." Smee explained and chased after John. The lost boys hurried inside and untied Michael. Then they climbed down into a boat that was waiting below. When the boys were all safe, John opened his umbrella, leaped over the side of the ship, and floated down to join them. Then the lost boys cast off and headed for shore. Meanwhile, the ship's plank captain reached out to grab Wendy. Suddenly, a green blur streaked through the air and scooped her up. It was Peter Pan. Peter Pan coming to the rescue. Trying to say jump and just keep flying off with his umbrella. Blast you, Pan! Hook cried. He lunged forward and fell overboard, snagging the plank with his hook. Speed. Hook cried as crocodiles circled below. Later that evening, Peter and his friends sat in their hideout talking about the rescue. When Michael and I met Captain Hook, how did you know we weren't pirates? Asked John. Pirates don't usually carry umbrellas, Peter said, smiling. Everyone laughed. What an adventure they had. The Wasn't that an adventure? See that right there? Now I realize some of you are trying to pronounce certain words so very closely. That helps you learn the English language as much as trying to read English literature. Now, kids, I know most of you all over the world wish you could be here right now. I wish a lot of you could be here right now. I know some of you are waking up to some places that are okay, and some places you kind of wonder about. Being new in town, parents just moved. I know some of you going through a hard emotional time. Some of your parents are separated. That's a touchy subject. Remember, kids, that your mom and dad, even if they do separate or have separated, that they still love you. They, there's not a day that don't go by they don't miss you very much. Trust me. That's coming from a parent who misses his son a great deal and thinks every hour, every second away from him. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think of my own son, my only son. Those I love and those I wish I had as kids who wanted me to be a parent, as a parent. And those of you without parents, I hope you find parents worthy of you. I say that out of heart. Out of heart. Right in your own heart. Remember that. Because in my eyes, you'll never be alone. Hope this video gives you a sense of comfort and a sense of belonging. Know, compassion and understanding that you are not so alone as you think. Remember that. Watch your house. Stay warm out there. Remember to count your blessings. Say your prayers tonight. There are many out there who want parents, want those that love them, feel a belonging, sense of belonging. And those around you, remember that you have friends. Friends are people that will guide you in the right direction. Remember to trust people, teachers, school teachers, principals, librarians, people who educate you and will fill your mind with a better, brighter future. Today, tomorrow, next week, next year. Literature is very important in education. Without knowing how to read, knowing how to speak English, you won't be getting very far in life. Especially when you think school is hard now, wait till you get to college. College is a different world. Politics, 5,000 word essay assignments, homework, more homework, yeah. And it leads to this, a degree. Trust me, that reward means so much more in people's eyes than you could ever know. One door opens many. So stay in school, don't drop out, don't quit. You're almost there. Remember, there's no quitters in family. There's only winners. Much love from my heart to you. God bless you. Stay warm.